If I was to ask you, would you want to progress in everything you do every time without making a single mistake or without a single negative outcome? You would probably want to do that, bro. And trust me, for my whole life, I would go and try out things here and there. And each time, if it went well, I would be like, okay, that's cool. If it went wrong, I would just get pissed. You know, I would say as a negative outcome, I would see a problem on it, and I would just either move on or just be mad at it for a long time. No matter if it feels like something about the gym, something about business, something about life, anything. It could be applied to anything, a sport that I'm playing, a event that I'm attending. Now, although the part of let's try again, it didn't go well, that's fine. We need to understand, bro, that you can use negative outcomes as positive outcomes, and you can get something out of the negative outcomes as well. Something doesn't go well, something goes wrong, something goes unexpected, not the way you want it to. You can still get something out of it. Does that make sense? Bro, that's literally a hack. It's like you'll never ever have anything wrong in your life. Whatever happens, positive or negative, it will always be positive. There's always going to be something that you can get out of it. And so I made a mind map for you guys to understand what I'm talking about and to guide you guys through the right way and to really help you understand what I mean when I talk about this. So I wouldn't want to waste any more time, and let's get into it. Alright, so here we are. I want to take you straight in here, so I put a few definitions. So a positive outcome, which is what we're looking for. A positive outcome is a situation turned out well and the goal or objective was achieved. Now, when it comes to negative outcome, a negative outcome is an unfavorable result or consequence. Now, we have our own objective that we're trying to achieve, and if you guys are watching my videos, I'm 99% sure that you're on the self-development journey. Now, as men in self-development journey, our main objective is to have a constant growth through good and bad life experience. Obviously, now you have also the more biased goals, which are like, get better results in the gym, get better results in relationships or business and so on. But the main point is to become the man that is able to wake up early in the morning, is to become the man that's able to go through his habits every day, is to become the man that's more disciplined, that gets those results in the gym. And so if we put in like a nuclear objective, that's really to have constant growth through good and bad life experience, as long as we have growth. Now, I made this little mind map, and this is the average mindset that I want to show you. Let me put it right. So, in average, an event happens, any event, you can literally put any event in here. We get a wanted outcome, and we learn the lesson of what went well and what we should be doing most of the times, and the objective, which is to have a growth, is achieved, and we see this as a positive outcome. However, if we get an unwanted outcome, what happens is objective was not achieved, and so therefore we take it as a negative outcome. Now, most people take it this way: negative outcome, objective was not achieved, whatever, let's move on, right? And before I move to the next mind map, which is the growth mindset, I wanna make you an example with any event, right? Say gym, okay? Let's try this new exercise. You try it, goes well, you feel better, you feel, you really feel the stretch, you can really, do hard sets on it, and you see the growth, and you're like, cool, lesson learned, this is what I need to do, this is how many reps and sets I need to do, objective achieved, and you just keep on doing it. Whereas most of the time, at least for me, I would try an exercise that I've never tried before. I would try like a new machine, and if it didn't go well, it kind of hurt, I'll just leave it there. Objective was not achieved. Maybe I'll try watch a few videos. Again, if it did not go well, then it is what it is. Objective not achieved, leave it there. Just keep doing the old exercise or try another one. Let's try with something completely different. Let's see let's say business, right? Let's say you're trying to go viral, which is not something that I'm trying to do at all. But let's say you post a TikTok, right? Wanted outcome, the video goes well. Lesson learned. This is the type of video that goes well. Objective was achieved. You got like 100k views, and you just keep posting the same thing or similar posts. Whereas if this did not go well, what do people do? Objective not achieved, negative outcome. Let's just try another video. Now, I want to take you into the growth mindset, which is the one that I implement in my lifestyle every single solitary day. And this allows me to have a constant growth in my character as a man and stay in the self-development journey and generally see statistical growth in my habits, in my just progress overall in everything. So event happens, wanted outcome, lesson learned, objective achieved, positive outcome as usual. However, here, as you can see, there's no negative outcome. There's no objective not achieved. Unwanted outcome, what happens here is instead of seeing that there was no objective achieved, leave it there, we learn a lesson. And as a result of learning a lesson, we achieve the objective of growing our character, and so it ends up being a positive outcome. Guys, with this, you can literally have never any negative result. Never. You will force yourself to grow continuously. Look, if you have an outcome that you did not want, instead of just leaving it there, you're going to see what you did wrong and learn the lesson and implement it next time. And so next time, maybe the second time it goes wrong again, and this time instead of leaving it there trying something completely new, you learn the lesson and you try change the thing that you think went wrong again, and then you try again the third time, you get what you wanted. You learn the lesson, okay, this is how I do it, and you achieve the objective, positive outcome. But at the same time, it's like our objective is to grow as a man. You grow when you learn. And so by having that unwanted outcome, if you really deeply analyze what you did wrong and you learn the lesson, bro, it's like at the end of the day, you're still achieving your objective, maybe not directly exactly what you wanted that event to bring you to, but you still grow your character and you achieve your objective. Now, just to prove you that this works with everything, let's put it into the example of the gym. Event happens, you try out the new exercise, it hurts your I don't know, rotator cuff, unwanted outcome, you have pain in your shoulder, but you go and take a video of yourself of how you did it, and you go and see, okay, maybe this is wrong, and then you compare it to other videos. Or if you have a coach, if you have a personal trainer, you show them the video and they tell you what was wrong, and so you learn. So first of all, here's the first goal that you achieve. Now you know how to do it, now you know how not to do it, and then you implement it again. Next time you do it, you actually get what you wanted. Let's put it into the content example. You post a video, it did not go well, you don't just leave it there, you repost it, but you change one small factor, and this time okay, this went a bit well, I need to put a different music, maybe a more calm music. You post it again, you didn't hit 10,000 views, but maybe you hit 2,000, so you don't really get the metric that you wanted. But again, this time you try out a different hook, maybe this time the hook is not 5 seconds but it's 2 seconds, and then you learn, boom, you get the objective that you wanted, and objective was achieved. You get 10k views, and you learn that the music needs to be calmer and the hook needs to be 2 seconds. Now you know how to do it, and you implement again and again and again. This mind map is a system that will allow you to learn what not to do and learn what to do, and constantly grow through good and bad outcomes until you forcefully get a positive outcome, and you constantly grow your character. Bro, if you're asking me, this is amazing. I've been like, I don't even look at it as like, I just say in my mind, right? This is on my mindset. I just operate this way. Anything that happens that I did not want to happen, that I didn't plan to happen, that went wrong, I just take out what I could learn out of it, and then I implement it the next time, and then it just goes better again and again and again. Trials and tribulations, you'll keep on making mistakes, but you'd rather learn what not to do and the next time do it better, rather than just having it wrong all the time and being too lazy to analyze what you did wrong. Boys, let me know if this was helpful, and I'll see you with another video. Keep grinding.